Yesterday, Damar Hamlin, it was announced that he was going to come back, that he was cleared medically by the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this has been one of the bigger stories, not just sports stories, but biggest stories of the year. He came back from being dead twice, resuscitated. Didn't know exactly why, how, and could it happen again? And he was vague in an interview with Michael Strahan a couple of weeks ago when Mike asked him about, how did this happen? He didn't want to talk about it, which added more intrigue or suspicion to this. Now it's been announced that he is cleared to come back. And here is Damar Hamlin, the Bills' safety, yesterday at a press conference.
Over these last few months, I've been on a journey and I've seen, some of the top professionals across the country. Their answers to me were pretty much all the same. They were the same. This event was life-changing, but it's not the end of my story. So I'm here to announce that I plan on making a comeback to the NFL.
Then he gave us the diagnosis of what we thought it was originally.
The diagnosis of pretty much what happened to me was basically commotio cordis. It's a direct blow at a specific point in your heartbeat that causes cardiac arrest. And 5 to 7 seconds later, you fall out. And that's pretty much what everyone's seen January 2nd of this year. Commotio cordis is the leading cause of death in youth athletes across all sports. So that's something that I personally will be taking a step in to make a change. And also with that being said, all the awareness around CPR and the access to AEDs have been lowering that number as well.
So that's Damar Hamlin telling you what his condition was. And the day after, we had doctors, people in the medical community who called in to tell us that's probably what it was. The ages are 4 through 18. This is normal. And I'm going off data with research this morning. Young males between 4 and 18 are at the greatest risk. Vulnerability in this age group has been attributed to increased chest wall pliability, but it's unclear why there is a male designation to this. But the ages with commotio cordis are 4 through 18, so it's extremely rare. And then I was wondering what the numbers are. Reported cases, less than 30 per year. And usually about 47% of these have to do with kids in youth sports getting hit. Now, it's not a pre-existing condition, and that's what I was curious about. But you will hear the stories where a little leaguer gets hit in the chest with a baseball. And, there have been fatalities to this. But can this happen again? What are the odds of it happening again? It's football. There's contact. But he has been cleared, medically cleared by 3 different doctors within the Buffalo Bills organization. I'm assuming that he wants to come back and play for Buffalo. I do have the odds here. Comeback player of the year. 2 weeks ago, Damar Hamlin, minus 150 to win comeback player of the year. Yesterday, minus 280. Today, Damar Hamlin is minus 650. Man. Yeah. In case you're wondering, Matthew Stafford is second at plus 2,500. Lamar Jackson for comeback. What's he coming back?
Back from what?
Is he coming back from a bad contract discussion or negotiations? Although he was injured at the end of last year. Jimmy G is on here, plus 2,500. Calvin Ridley coming back from gambling.
All right, Calvin.
Back from gambling.
Yes.
What if he bet on his chances to win it?
Can he bet on himself?
I would not. Frown upon that.
But I'm betting on, Aaron Judge bet on himself. Why can't I bet on myself? Literally. No, figuratively, you can bet on yourself. Not literally. Let's see, plus 2,500.
Would you take the field? If Damar Hamlin plays in one game.
I'm taking Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
I'm taking Damar Hamlin. We did reach out to Damar Hamlin. He's not doing interviews. He just did the press conference. But Fritzy reached out to him. It sounds strange. I'm more concerned for Tua Tagovailoa because it feels like it's almost inevitable, that position, getting hit, that another concussion is on the way. Damar Hamlin, it's like getting struck by lightning. What are the odds of that happening again? And I don't know those numbers, with how he got hit. I don't know, if you're a football player and you're playing against him, is that in your mind at all? Poor T. Higgins, they were people blaming him when Damar Hamlin went down with that collision. T. Higgins had nothing to do with it. Just the oddity of the collision, the timing of all of that. But I'm more concerned for Tua Tagovailoa than I am Damar Hamlin.
It like you said, inevitable.
It just feels that way. It just feels, and I don't know if this is a condition, and maybe somebody in the medical community could help us. If it happens to you once,
I mean Hamlin,
Damar Hamlin.
Okay.
Does it sort of open the door for maybe more of these? Because you have one concussion, and you're more susceptible to another concussion. But I'd be curious about that, and maybe it's just a one-off, and maybe there is nothing to it other than the statistical oddity of it.